May the gods keep the wolves in the hills and the women in our beds.
Hey! Is this heaven? No. It's Iowa.
You see, you start out with a little bit of oil, and you fry some garlic. Then you throw in some tomatoes, some tomato paste, you fry it, you make sure it doesn't stick. You got it to a boil, you shove in all your sausage and your meatballs. Huh? And a little bit of wine.
Well, hello, sexy monkeys. Welcome back to Sky G Experience. I'm Ben. I just got a review for doing all 10 episodes of The Offer, which is the making of The Godfather. And of course, I'm going to be doing a movie review of The Godfather. Eventually, I'll do part 2, part 3. I just haven't got that far yet. But I have watched The Godfather like 3 times the last 2 weeks. Fucking amazing, dude. Unbelievable. And every time I watch this movie, I have to go eat spaghetti, make pasta, something, because this movie makes me so freaking hungry for pasta. But wow. So everyone realizes that this movie was obviously an adaptation from the novel by Mario Puzo, The Godfather. The Godfather, the book, was a #1 bestseller hit, so of course you had to make a movie about this. And what people might not realize is how different this is, because the book itself really put a negative point of view on the mafia, and the mafia didn't want this movie to be made at all. But the producer Al Ruddy went out of his way to tell the mafia, like, this is gonna be a different story. It's gonna be a beautiful story of, you know, the Italian American family in New York City, along with the 5 families of, you know, New York. It's amazing.
Fredo, you're my older brother, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever.
There's no way this movie would have been the way it was if it wasn't with Francis Ford Coppola. I mean, he's Italian. He understands not the mafia itself, but he understands the family, you know, heritage, the family dynamic, the family POV of the Italian American, and you really see it throughout this whole movie. I mean, the beginning scene, the wedding scene, just that right there just tells you everything within 20 minutes of this movie, how this movie is just going to be a fucking home run. You have a beautiful wedding outside with a beautiful Italian mother singing, you know, a beautiful Italian voice, Italian language. You got the everyone drinking wine, you got the pasta, and then you got all the men, the higher ups, doing their stuff in the background. Everyone's kissing the Don's ass, Marlon Brando. Whew, Marlon Brando, what a fucking stud, dude. So with Marlon Brando and that cat, I guess that was completely random. That was not supposed to be in the script. There was a cat that was on set. He has a cat, and he's just playing with the cat. And they're like, you know what? No one's going to tell him no, so let's just put it in there. And that's where you get it. It's even like the cover of one of the stuff. Yeah. See the cat? Some random cat just made the cover of The Godfather. How fucking dope is that? Only if the cat knew. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, these are the movies that I really, especially Al Pacino. Before this, he was just like a theater unknown actor, and even the studio did not want Al Pacino. And it took a lot of persuasive and even his daily footage to be like, okay, this guy can shine. And sure enough, the motherfucker was nominated for Best Actor. I believe he even won Best Actor. I could be wrong. I should know this. I'm a fucking idiot. But he was at least nominated for Best Actor. I'm pretty sure he won too. If not, Supporting Actor. No, that's what it was. I think he won Best Supporting Actor. I should look this up. Fuck it, whatever. So remember, The Godfather itself, the title is a very religious, sacred title. So to be called a Godfather in a very religious family, it's a high, high honor. And they really want to hit a home run with that in this movie. When you see the violence, it's very detailed. It's very, you're very aware of where the bullets hole go to when it shoots up the body. It's just a way to show violence when it does, how gruesome it really is, because you really are there watching this gruesome shit go down. Example, when the son gets just shot the fuck up like by 100 times when he's caught in that ambush. When they went to Sicily to film in actual Sicily, they almost could not do it because the budget. It was a last minute, okay, let's go do it. And it was a huge home run because that's the moment, that's the tipping point of, you know, Al Pacino's character. That's his last chance at a normal, decent life, getting married, in love, and then when she gets killed, that's when he just turns cold. He's like, that's it. I cannot live a normal life. I am going home, and I'm going to be the Don, and I'm going to be the motherfucking Godfather. Themes throughout this movie really is like loyalty, family, backstabbing, a lot of backstabbing, and business and respect. Those are a lot of themes that really hit home. The backstabbing is the mafia, you know, like, you can never trust nobody, and everyone's a two-faced motherfucker, and everyone's killing people left and right in this movie. It reminds me a lot of Goodfellas in that point of view of when they start killing a shit ton of people one by one. They do add that in this movie. And if you watch in this movie, you do not hear the word mafia one time. Why? Because the mafia did not want it. So the producer, Al Ruddy, was like, we're never going to have the word mafia in this movie. So that's why you don't get it. The way it ends, it's great. Unbelievable how there's a hit on all the high heads of the five family. And that right there just shows you that this Don, the new Don, Michael Corleone, played by Al Pacino, is not fucking around at all. And it's beautiful how it ends with Diane Keaton looking at Michael Corleone as people come in and they start kissing his ring. Just like it started out with Marlon Brando's character as being the Don. So right there, the huge thing of this movie is the character arc of Michael Corleone, what he was in that wedding scene, becoming the Don. Wow. So that right there, if you watch this movie, it's all about him getting to where he's at. And it's fucking amazing. And I can see why he won Best Picture. And definitely the highest grossing movie of all time at the time. And I know the second one is just right up there. And I cannot wait to dig into that. So I'm going to jump onto that, Sexy Monkeys. Until then, I'll see you all later.